Have you or someone you know got a bad case of the pandemic blues, pandemic fatigue, pandemic exhaustion? It seems everyone I meet is feeling the same thing. Is like, oh my God, I can't take this anymore. When is it going to be over? Are we there yet? Right? So we need a new toolkit. We need a personal resilience toolkit to deal with this. Hi, I'm Robin Levesque. I work with organizations that want to co-create a culture of positive leadership at every level to reduce the cost of stress, absenteeism, and turnover, and increase employee engagement, employee effectiveness, and client satisfaction. Today, I'm here to talk to you about a new program that we're opening up called Dare to Thrive: How to Build Personal Resilience in a World Gone Nuts. One of the words in our title is called NUTS, which is an acronym: capital N, capital U, capital T, capital S. NUTS stands for acute stress. Okay, so the N stands for the newness of the experience. So all of us are in this together. We're feeling the same pressure, the same amount of stress, the same, we've never been here before, right? Then U stands for the uncertainty of the outcome. None of us really know what the new normal is going to look like after the pandemic is over and gone, or morphs into the next thing. T stands for threat to ego. Is, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me and my family and my friends. And S stands for sense of control, or rather the lack of sense of control. We have very little control in this environment. The government is telling us what to do, businesses, employers, enforcers, and so on. Okay, so that's the nuts part of the formula. How do we get past that? Well, I think the antidote, the cure, is personal resilience. We need to build personal resilience. And personal resilience is the ability to bounce back, and quite often bounce back even stronger in the face of adversity. Personal resilience is where survival meets thriving. So it's not just the ability to survive, but it's the ability to thrive towards something greater and better that we want for ourselves. Now, one of my personal experiences in this occurred about 3 years ago. I've gone through several losses in my life, but where everything sort of hit the pavement at the same time, what I call my perfect storm, where everything went wrong at exactly the same time. It was about 3.5 years ago, where in a span of 2 weeks, I lost my job. I got terminated without cause. I lost my marriage of 20 years. We got separated. And to add to that mix, we had to put our dog down. Bam, which we'd had for about 11 years. He was quite sick. And we made the decision to end his life, to save him more harm and suffering. So that was my perfect story. If you want to find out more about that, you can look at it on YouTube or my website, robinlevesque.com. I have more of the story there, but we're trying to save some time here, so I won't go into all of it. But the solution to that perfect storm. So any one of those events could have put me in a very dark place, but the solution is something that I had been working on for a long time. It's called the Dream Master Key, and it's a positive leadership system. And it allowed me to work through this time, to figure out what I really wanted, and to put together a plan of action that would help me both survive and thrive into the future. So DREAM is an acronym for number one, discover. Discover yourself, discover your team, discover your environment. It's about understanding yourself better than anyone else can. Okay? Understanding what your values are, your beliefs, your strengths. The R stands for reach. So having a vision of the future, reaching for the stars, having clarity of personal vision, and those two things. So between discover and reach, we have the two pillars of the system. Okay, and what we're trying to do is get from one, where we're at right now, to where we want to be next year, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. So the next step is the engage and elaborate, which is really the planning to get from one to the other. Okay, so if I want to get from what I am today to where I want to be tomorrow, next year, 3 years, I have to understand the steps that are required. And then the next category is act. We need to put those steps into action, because a plan that has no action, that you don't deliver on, you don't execute on, is simply wishful thinking. And finally, we have the M, which is measure, motivate. It's all about measuring your success on where it is that you're trying to get to. So that's the system in short. And the results were quite good in the very short term. I was able to bounce back, to do more of what I wanted to do, to feel better, less stress, and so on. I would say that it got me to about 80% of where I needed to be. There was still something missing. And that's when I met Mitra Mohammadzadeh, who is the co-facilitator, co-leader of this program. Mitra and I have been working together for about 3 years now on various programs, various initiatives. And we're very excited to bring this one to you because it combines the best of our worlds. My positive leadership with her grief recovery method. The grief recovery method is a system that's well accepted throughout the world. There are practitioners all over the globe that help people recover from their losses, get over their grief, and to let go of that which does not serve them. Okay, it's all about completing incomplete relationships. So the results are you're able to bounce back, to stay positive, to resonate. And that's the part of the title of my book, Resonate to Co-Create, a transformative learning adventure into positive leadership. And resonate is all about how you show up in the world, how you show up, the state of your mind, your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts has a profound impact on how others are going to feel, behave, and perform. Now, that's very important as a leader, but also as a parent, as a friend, as a member of your community, right? If you're able to resonate positivity, resonate happiness in the now, resonate confidence in the future, that's going to rub off on those closest to you and those closest to them, and so on and so on. So it's very important for all of us to be resilient, to have this state of mind of positivity. So I'd like to invite you to a free online workshop series. And the reason this program is so good is because it does combine the best of positive leadership, which is a combination of positive psychology, mindfulness, and best practices in leadership, and the grief recovery method, which helps you get over the grief, to forgive others for things gone bad, to complete incomplete relationships, and to let go of that which does not serve you. The reason it's different is because we come at it with very different approaches that together combine into a very, very powerful system. Best of all, it's free. Like my wife likes to say, cheap is good, but free is better. So what are you waiting for? Click the join the webinar button at the bottom, and we'll see you on the other side. Thank you.